Let's turn now to the fairs. I want to talk about our fairs. We have great fairs in the state of Ohio, independent fairs, county fairs. And our goal this summer was, in spite of the COVID-19, to try to hold these fairs. And our goal was to focus on our young people. The essence of county fairs is really the young people who are in 4-H, FFA, the young kids who are competing, not just those who raise lambs or steers or chickens or goats, but also those who might take in a project in rockets, a project in welding. Fran and I know a young lady from Greene County who a number of years ago, that's how she got interested in welding. We have kids who take photography, so all kinds of projects. And our goal was to preserve the county fairs for that purpose. Again, the essence of the fair. To do that, we asked the fairs to discourage congregation of large gatherings of people on the county fairgrounds. We laid down some guidelines, very specific guidelines in regard to how many people could be in the grandstand as far as the distancing that was taking place. Facial coverings for all employees were required. Social distancing. The show ring, the grandstand there, not really a grandstand, but in the barns where the livestock are shown, where the shows occur, we ask people to be respectful and let the family members come in and watch the shows so that people would not be so crowded together. In addition to that, working with the state legislature, we provided each fair $50,000 to be able to put on the fair. And the idea was that would help them put on a much safer fair. We have worked with the fairs. We have also worked with the local health departments. And some of the fairs have done a very good job. They work very hard. But at this point, as we start to head into really the busiest part of the year, the summer, with the county fairs, it's become increasingly clear that we cannot have a regular, safe fair in the Ohio summer, the COVID summer of 2020, that we simply cannot do that. Therefore, we are we'll be making the order that will take all fairs going forward to junior fairs. I want to say again, a shout out. We're seeing some fairs that have done a very good job. Union County that has a junior fair. Some fairs elected to do junior fairs. Some decide to do full fairs. Union County, they're really working very hard, taking a lot of good safety measures to ensure that these fairs, their particular fair, is safe. Clark County, judges there are reinforcing by wearing masks and talking about masks. They're reinforcing the importance of masks. So there's good things going on out there. Yet we've seen outbreaks connected with fairs. We've seen a lack of distancing. We've seen even after the mask order was put on, we've seen fairs that clearly were not enforcing any kind of mask order at all. There have been pictures in the paper. There are pictures up on social media. And that's just a real shame. It's a real shame. So it's clear that we cannot have fairs that are safe, full fairs. So we will preserve the fair, the junior fairs, for livestock, photography, rockets, whatever, sewing. But going forward, no grandstand events, no rides, no games, no carnival, and a curfew with the exception of a show that might go later than that, or reason to be on the fairgrounds, a curfew at 10 p.m. So all fairs that will be starting on July 31st and after. All fairs starting on July 31st and after will be a junior fair. And I think we've preserved the essence of the fairs, but I'm sorry that this simply did not work. You know, we know that one fair had 19 people who tested positive for COVID. These people had all been to the county fair. 3 others who tested positive had been around someone who'd been at the fair. We now have an outbreak with connections to another fair with a couple confirmed cases, one probable, several other cases under investigation. And I guess my summation is that what we do at our county fairs and what we do all summer and everything we do is really going to determine what happens as we move forward. It's going to determine what our fall is like. It's going to determine whether our kids go back to school, how they go back to school. They're going back to school. The question is how they go back to school. It's going to determine whether we can continue to grow the economy and jobs. You know,